Or is it...
The essence of it is to create an experience where whatever you want is the leading feature of it. That we had in the first edition last year, we had a full music festival with really great artists, and everyone rocked out to that, and they thought it was fantastic. And the people that were there for the music sampled the food and the conversations on sustainability and the rest of the experience, and thought, what a great package. And the people that were there for, you know, engaging around sustainability and wanted to talk about somebody about some, you know, important thing, they grabbed as much of the music as they had interest and time for, and then the food and the rest was great. And there were some people there for more just chilling out, and they spent time in the woods or had a massage and sampled some of the conversations and the music. So you can see ideally what experience you want to get out of it as the headline, and our job is to structure the show in such a way that that's credible. The reason for doing it is not just to have another event, though, is that format is, we believe, a great way both for experts and professionals and for the general public to find a new way to engage. What we're looking for is a way to break out of the assumptions and break out of the codes and patterns of conversation and engagement around this stuff, and that's hard. And so the magic of this is not just have we got a bunch of interesting stuff that will make people come to an event. The real motivation and the real success criterion, when we know that the magic has happened, is when people go into that environment for their own reasons, but come out with the sense that something specific is possible and something specific is good, and that specific thing is sustainable living. They go, wow, now it makes sense. Wow, now I can see a role. Now I can see why this is fun and interesting and high-powered in a good way. So the festival is a portal. The festival is a platform for a certain kind of experience, and people can come into that for lots of different reasons. But what we want them to come out of it with is a real sense of what a great time to be alive. What an amazing time when change is happening for all sorts of reasons, partly because the legacy of the decisions we've made in the last couple of hundred years is coming back to bite us, but partly because things are changing in a good way. We have a lot of political machinery, technology, social attitudes, a lot of resources which we can put into moving forward in a really exciting way. So people come into the festival for all sorts of reasons, and we want to facilitate that and make it feel like it's their place to be. But we all want people to be moving in broadly the same direction at the end, which is sustainable living is good, not dull. That's the idea.
Make it sexy.
Make it sexy. I wasn't going to say that, but that's what it boils down to. It has to be that way. It has to be something that's totally radiant and compelling. I mean, because that's how I experience it to be. It's what motivates me every day of my life, and what motivates the people I'm inspired by to work crazy hard on stuff that is, on the face of it, not very rewarding financially or in any other way. Yeah, I mean, it just is incredibly exciting. When the ideas of sustainability are presented to you properly, right, or presented to people properly, I find it impossible. It's almost never the case that people don't go, really? That's so interesting, or wow, or what about this? It is exciting and it's engaging and it means a lot to people, and I think that's what is really making me feel excited and frustrated at the same time about the sustainability debate. People have got themselves into a situation where, as professionals, are happy to say kind of lame, mealy-mouthed things, and the public is happy and policymakers are happy to kind of go along with these mealy-mouthed, lame things. But it's a waste, because scratch the surface of the ideas a bit and suddenly they start shining. So why not? You know, why accept second best? You know, these things are amazing. This is all about how we do what we do, not in a flummig, not in a fluffy way, right down to the roots of it. How do we use resources? How do we eat food? How do we make cities? All that stuff is the very essence of what sustainable living is. It's not about buying, you know, organic coffee or something in the periphery. It's the roots of how all this stuff fits together. And there's so many people that express that well, and they're getting lost in a more generic debate about how to, you know, marginally change society in some way. All that, you know, what we need to do is to get down to the roots of it. And it's the same for any society. Every society at some point needs to get down to the roots of what it's doing, why it's doing what it's doing. That's the golden question, which is so hard to reach. But at least how it's doing what it's doing. And what you get out of that question, when you take it seriously and you bring the right people into the conversation, is that sustainability says, not look how badly we're doing things. It's look how well we could be doing things. Apple is a fantastic company. Apple is an amazing lesson giver for so many pieces of society, whether or not you believe in their products or whatever. What we know is that they ask certain questions and they deliver certain answers. They don't say, this industry is bad, this industry could be improved. They say, let's improve it. They say, let's see what we can do better. And just against all the odds, in key sectors, they come out of the gates with cool things. Now, that's what sustainability could be. And there's definitely enough people in firepower and interest there. But that worldview needs to be born again. It needs to be reignited. If you see the video of Olof Palme in the 1970s talking about what